welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about the books I hope to read in the month of September. If you haven't seen my August TBR, I will link it here because actually last month when I was recording this video I said that this was the video with the least views on my channel the previous month, and that I wasn't really sure if I should record it because I thought it wouldn't get any views, and it turned out right now it's the video with most views on my channel. So I don't know what to even say about that, but yeah, I guess that's okay. That's good. But this month I'm recording it back in my room, in my home, so I guess it's not as interesting as having the sea and all that behind me. I have my notebook as always here, and I will go through my September TBR. This month I have 8 books on my TBR, which is not a big number, but it's also not a small number. The thing is, previously I've had, during the summer, 10 books and all that, and I actually reached the number of 10 books I read those months. But the issue here is that I'm a mood reader, so it's likely that I will ditch this and read whatever I want the moment I'm in the mood for it. But it's fun planning in some way. I like having everything organized, so this is great. Now let's go and get into this video. On my September TBR I have 6 books I want to read on my Kindle, and then I have 2 books I want to read on paper. The first book I want to read on paper this month is, like, I have the paperback of this month, is The Secret History. I feel like this is the perfect book for going back to school, or like at least romanticizing the going back to school thing, because for what I know the main characters in this book are language students, like not my kind of language students, but anyway, because I actually studied modern languages and I think these ones are classic language students, so Latin and Greek. But I think that nonetheless all the dark academia aesthetic in September, it's going to be great, and I've wanted to read this book for so long, so I'm excited for this. I'm actually really excited for this. I hope to like it, and I am going to annotate the entire book. I need to have an annotated copy of this. For what I heard, also people think that this book is so beautifully written that it seems as if it was a classic, but it's actually a modern day book, so I don't know what that says about Donna Tartt. I guess she's a really good author. And also I've heard that when people read this book, what they mostly say is that the characters are so well done that what they do in this book, like, I think it was murder, but that you actually think that the murder was right, or like the characters were innocent. So I really am excited for this. I am really excited. And the other book I'm hoping to read this month is Where the Crawdads Sing. So I started this book in July when I was in my trip to Barcelona, and I actually didn't read as much. I read around 40 pages and I left it there. I was liking it. I don't know why I left it there. Probably because I was advancing very slowly, with taking into account the fact that I was in Barcelona and not here, so that I was doing touristic stuff and going to a concert and all that. It's logical, but still, I think that in my brain, when I'm reading a book really slowly, I lost my interest in it, and that's something I have to work on. So I think I will pick this up again, mostly because in Spain the film comes out this month, I think. I don't know in other countries, but in Spain the film I think comes out this month, and I would like to read this, watch the film, and do a compare and contrast thing about this. Now, onto the books I want to read on my Kindle. I have my Kindle there, so I'm not going to show my Kindle while I'm talking about these books. But the first book I want to read that is on my Kindle, or will be, is Magnolia Parks. And people have said about this book that is kind of Gossip Girl but English. And actually I was a sucker for Blair Waldorf's and Chuck Bass's relationship, so I'm all into that because that was toxic as hell. And also I love the rich people aesthetic, so I'm hoping to like that. I think that people started talking about this right after Stepfather posted a video talking about it, and I mean that only shows the power that woman has on BookTube and BookTok. She literally posted a video and then I suddenly saw everyone talking about it. Another book I want to read is Faking with Benefits. This is a reverse harem book, but I'm reading this mostly because I'm curious about the cover. And there is a reason why. When you see cute romance books, you always see these animated cute covers, and it's alright, I mean, I like them. But the thing is, when you see reverse harem books, you always see these covers where you have at least 3 naked men and a woman, or like, mostly covers are a bit cringy, and those kind of covers that look like they have been done on Pixar or whatever, and you have just taken a photo, black and white, of 3 men without a t-shirt and just put our whatever in the title. So that's why I loved Pack Darling, because the covers were completely different. And in this one, when I saw Faking with Benefits, and I think it's part of a series, so if I like Faking with Benefits, I will probably read the others. So when I saw it, it was different, and that's why it got my attention. Then I'm taking one of the books from my previous TBRs. I think I wanted to read this book the same month I wanted to read Binding 13, but I ended up reading Binding 13, loving it. That's one of my favorite books. If you are in this video, you haven't read Binding 13, go read that book, because I love that book. I'm recovering from that TBR Ghosted, and well, I still don't know much about it. I just know that I want to read it, because I mean, it was in the same TBR as Binding 13, and I hope it is as good as Binding 13, because people on TikTok talked about it, and they were talking about both books at the time. They were talking about Binding 13 and about Ghosted on BookTok, and I got excited and I put both of them, and then I only read Binding 13. So now I'm going to read Ghosted, and let's see if people at the time had a good judgment with it. Then I will read The Naturals by Jennifer Lee Marnes. And I've heard this is a Criminal Minds fanfic, kind of. And I just hope it's not scary, because I am the weirdo who gets scared with Criminal Minds. I swear, when I used to watch it with my mom, I was in the sofa watching it, and then when I had to go to my room, like pitch dark at night, I had to go to my room and I was running through the corridor because I could not, for the life of me, I was looking everywhere, and everywhere seems to have someone there, and that show used to get me so scared. So I'm just hoping this is not scary. But I think it's YA, so it's not gonna be scary. I have problems, I guess. Then I have a cutesy romance. I hope I also want to read Collided by Laura Nasser. I read Throttled last month and I liked it. It was okay. So I want to continue with this because, yeah, it's Formula 1. So I really don't have many reasons for that. It's Formula 1 and I do like Formula 1. So I will continue reading a Formula 1 fanfic. Well, it's not fanfic, but I guess. And then the last book I want to read is The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stepfather. And there is a reason for this. So, have I read the first book of the series, which is The Raven Cycle? Yeah, I have. The thing is that I read The Raven Cycle during quarantine, like the first quarantine in 2020, a while ago. And I liked it. I remember I read this one and The Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, and I remember liking them both, but then time went on and I completely forgot about The Raven Cycle, and suddenly, a couple of months back, in June maybe, I started seeing it everywhere. Hailey Pham posted a video where she started reading The Raven Cycle. Shani Kim also posted a video where she was, or I don't know if she posted a video or if I watched a video from a previous video from her where she talked about like lyrics and books, and she talked about this couple in The Raven Cycle, and I don't know, I just felt like I liked that book and I completely forgot about it. So we are going back to that and let's see what happens, because I hope we will like it. So those are the 8 books I want to read in the month of September. I don't think I will read every single one of them because I'm going back to class and all that deal that everyone is talking about. I guess this is it. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, because I need 100 subscribers so that my friends will let me buy more books. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!